clearly see who they're standing beside. Every banner on the wall,
every name they recall.
Funny how the conversation changes when the giants start to walk.
Watch them stare.
Watch them stare. No luck, no favors, no accidents here. We run this town.
Run this town.
Every road, every round.
Every round.
Turn it up.
Let it shake the ground.
When we move, everybody knows it now. We run this town. We run this town. Big stage, bright lights. Everybody wants a taste. Everybody wants the spotlight till they gotta pay the price. Every scar earned a place. Every win left a trace. Now they're trying to keep up while we're setting the pace.
Too late.
Too late. No fear, no doubt. We're too far. We run this town.
Run this town.
Every road, every round.
Every round.
Turn it up.
Let it shake the ground.
When we move, everybody knows it now. We run this town. You can take your shot.
You can try your luck.
Try your luck. Bring everything you've got.
It still won't be enough.
Stand up, show up, speak up, or move. We run this town.
Run this town.
Hear the crowd getting loud.
Getting loud.
Turn it up.
Let it shake the ground.
When we move, everybody knows it now. We run this town. We run this town.
You hear that?
That's what winning sounds like. Hear that? They're coming. Let them. Everybody sees the spotlight. Everybody wants a piece. Everybody loves the story till the story asks for blood and sweat. They see the win, they see the stage. They don't see the years it takes.
They don't know.
They don't know what it takes. Long roads, hard miles.
Still standing.
Still standing after all this time. They want in,
They want in.
but they don't know where we've been.
Where we've been.
They want gold, they want glory.
They don't know the whole
They
story.
want in.
Too late.
We already live here. Every scar became a lesson. Every lesson made us strong. Everybody wants the anthem. Nobody wants to write the song. Every champion carries a weight. Every crown demands a price.
Every night.
Every shot.
Take your swing.
Take your shot.
Bring everything.
You've got. We'll still be standing when it's done. No shortcuts.
No shortcuts.
No excuses.
No excuses.
No mercy.
No mercy.
No regret. They want it,
They want it.
but they don't know where we've been.
Where we've been.
They want gold, they want glory.
They don't know the whole
They
story.
want it.
Too late.
We already live here. Everybody wants the view.
Until they climb the mountain.
Yeah. You know who showed up. Everybody talks when the lights are low. Everybody's got a plan till it's time to go. Everybody wants a shot at the headline name till they get too close to the flame. We don't show up looking for permission. We don't wait around for somebody's decision. Came too far, got too much at stake. And kings don't ask, kings take. You can feel it in the room. Something's about to break. We're bad for business, bad for the competition. Every time we show up, everybody pays attention. Bad for business, bad for your predictions. You can bet against us, but that's your bad decision. Whole lot of talk, whole lot of noise. Everybody trying to be the boys. Everybody chasing what we built, but pressure separates the real. You can see it in their eyes tonight. Some came to play, some came to fight. And when the dust finally settles down, only one name's gonna stick around. Hear the crowd getting loud. Hear the walls start to shake. We're bad for business, bad for the competition. Every time we show up, everybody pays attention. Bad for business, bad for your predictions. You can bet against us, but that's your bad decision. No shortcuts, no luck, no handouts, no love, just work, just scars, just everything that got us this far. We're bad for business, bad for the competition. Every time we show up, everybody pays attention. Bad for business, bad for your predictions. You can bet against us, but that's your bad decision. Up, 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 up. Everybody's got a plan. Until we walk in. You're looking for a seat? Wrong place. Yeah. Everybody wants a view. Everybody wants the crown. Funny how they show up now when we're the ones holding it down. They see the banner, see the lights, think they're ready for the fight, but they don't know the price. Long roads, cold nights, build this one brick at a time. No vacancy, the throne is occupied. No vacancy, you came too late this time. No vacancy, read the warning sign. No vacancy, this kingdom's mine. Every challenger looks the same. Big talk and a borrowed name. They want the glory, want the fame, but they don't want the weight. Every scar behind these walls, every rise after every fall. This ain't luck, this is what greatness costs. Stand back, look close, see exactly who runs the show. Kingdom's mine. If you want it, take your shot. If you're ready, give all you got. But understand, before you try, the crown survive, the weak don't. No handouts, no shortcuts, no mercy, no love. No vacancy, the throne is occupied. No vacancy, hear the crowd tonight. No vacancy, just standing after every fight. No vacancy, we're still alive. Everybody wants the crown until they learn what it weighs. Say my name, say my name when the lights go up. Say my name when it all blows up. Yeah. Everybody wants the headline. Everybody wants the fame. Everybody talks a big game till they gotta prove the name. Walking, whole room changes, whole crowd starts looking our way. They don't gotta like it, they already know who we are. Look alive, we're about to take over. Say my name, say my name, say my name when the lights go on. Say my name. doesn't hit the same. Everybody wants the spotlight. We became the spotlight. Big stage, big noise, big dreams getting destroyed. One by one they figure out why we're the team they talk about. Head high, game face, everybody knows the name. Say my name, say my name, say my name. When the lights go up, say my name, say my name, say my name. When it all blows up, no apologies, no excuses, no second place. Just remember who did it. Say my name. No luck, no breaks, no miracles were made. Just work, just scars, just everything that got us Say my name, say my name, say my name. When the lights go up, say my name, say my name, say my name. When it all blows up, no apologies, no excuses, no second place. Just remember who did it. Say my name. You don't have to like us. You feel that? That's pressure.
No.
That's us. Yeah. Yeah. Walking slow, watch the room go quiet. Everybody talking big till they see who they're standing beside. Every banner. Empty pockets full of fire. Build my name through the razor wire. Same old doubters, same old lies. everything is earned, nothing happens by circumstance. No surrender, no escape. This is where legends are made.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Waylander Gaming. This is AFL's top 16 playoffs. And well, the teams to take us, to warm us up for the evening is Gascom Esports versus Nabjutsu. Two very, very, very strong teams. So this is definitely going to be a cooked and a cracked match. So just so that everyone knows, it's a best of three. So, however, if it's 2-0, it's a clean sweep, then they will progress through. Unfortunately, the losers will get sent packing. So, it's a do or die in every sense of the word. But, in any case, on the casting panel tonight, we've got Zuero and Jesse. So, ladies and gent, how are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm feeling... Oh, you're feeling great. Sorry. Go ahead, Jesse.
Oh no, sorry, Zara. We're doing so well today. I'm so excited to cast. How about you?
Indeed, indeed. This is going to be a very exciting matchup between Gascom Esports and as well as Nabjutsu. Both are absolute powerhouses. So this is turning out to be a very cracker of a match. It's going to be a very intensity. There's going to be a lot of bloodbath. I'm very excited for this. I mean, like, both teams are really looking to ascend to the quarterfinals. So we know that this is a high intensity matchup. I mean, like, so for the longest of time, Nabjutsu has been facing up against Gascom. Like, these two powerhouses, they know each other very well. So we could see some very interesting plays to come through. So what are your thoughts on these two teams so far?
Well, I have kind of come across the Gascom squad, and they're very good. They're such a decent squad team, and Nabjutsu, they're very good as well. You know, I mostly know Vigilante and Crack Duster. So I'm really excited to see this matchup between the two, and the bands are looking really solid as well.
Very true. I mean, like, we're seeing quite an interesting series of bands, the Phobias, as well. On the opposite side, we see the Atlas as well. So this is an interesting series of bands. The Phobias bands kind of indicates an allowance for Gascom to try out maybe the one open spots for high mobility heroes. We could see the Harith on their side, or maybe Benedetta, or even Freya in the mix. So it basically gives that kind of opening for high mobile heroes. So we could likely see Harith maybe on Nabjutsu's side, or any kind of high mobile units. What are your thoughts?
Yes, I absolutely agree. And the Khaled ban was actually really good. I mean, Khaled is a very strong fighter, especially, you know, when invading the juggler, especially if they're like an assassin or something. So maybe if they want to go into like their assassin roots, it would be very good to actually take out the Khaled.
Yeah, very true. I mean, the Khaled is one of those units that are that excels well in the roaming department. So it kind of allows Khaled to give that kind of vision control, and banning out the Khaled really just gives the idea that Gascom really wants to nullify Nabjutsu the opportunity to grab the Khaled to have that kind of vision control on their side. So this is a very good ban, especially the Sayu, who we all know is a comfort pick on the side of Nabjutsu. We know how very versatile he is on Harswealth hands. So that's a very good ban so far. It's coming off as respect ban, so it could go. It's becoming interesting to see this series of bans so far.
Absolutely, I highly agree. It's actually also my first time seeing these bans, and the Marcel ban, very good ban. He is everyone's ban every day. You cannot forget banning the Marcel.
Yes, indeed. The Marcel is kind of Marcel has so far been quite the menace. I mean, it's kind of expected, but so far I'm looking at Gascom really opening up with the Gork there. That's an interesting opening so far. Would you agree that Gork can have some sort of versatility? Like, we all know that Gork is kind of meta defining so far. I mean, the damage he deals, the Mr. Gosh, the mixture, the mobility he has is just, it can really go so far. I mean, like, it's something that Gascom so far is looking to go for to really give that kind of damage. The poking could really go far on their side. So I am rather,
Mhm.
interestingly,
Oh,
Ashworth on the Ling. Interesting. Any thoughts
interesting.
on that?
Very interesting. I did not
Mhm.
expect to see a link here to be picked out this early also.
That's true. The lane coming up so early, I mean, that could really just press on the idea that they're very confident with their lane, especially with the mixture of grog as well. So that gives some tankiness, that tanky front line. So let's see what Gascom is going to respond with. So the Cloud can deal some damage. He has that backline potential with the Blazing Duet. So we see the Cloud, we see Fredrin as well. So they're going to go for the utility jungle. So that's going to be a some element. Basically, they have a utility to very much disallow some ganking. I mean, I would understand that Ling is very weak. I don't think he would consider early invasion, but I mean, like he needs the purple buff, so there is some scaling to do. But I'm wondering how exactly will. Oh,
Ooh,
hi, Pekiro.
okay.
Hmm.
This is a very good lineup. I'm really liking this lineup from Renap.
The lineup is solid so far. I mean, it's kind
Very
of
solid.
indicative of the fact that they banned out the Phobias, so this very much enables high mobility units. So it explains the link getting picked up. It explains also the Paquito. So Nabjutsu is really just capitalizing on that Phobias ban to really just get that mobilities in the mix. So this is turning out to be an interesting lineup. I'm wondering to what capacity will Renab utilize Paquito. I mean, Paquito is a versatile unit so far. I mean, he has
Yeah.
in the EWC been utilized in gold lane. He has that flexibility. He could go to gold lane or either XP. It really just depends on how things will play out in the drafting so far. But I'm we'll just see. We'll just see so far. I do like the carry
This is
ban.
very good.
Really,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
the carry ban
Caravan
is
was a
pretty
good ban. I think they could
good.
also maybe get rid of the Leslie because she could be really trouble late game, especially to like the Claude and everything. Like Claude kind of struggles when it comes to like Leslie.
That's true. That's true. I mean, Leslie is quite the menace. I mean, like she's kind of underestimated, but like when with Leslie, all right, Leslie has potential to actually do something about the Ling. I mean, I know like it's kind of unexpected, but Ling's cabling, dashing is considered a basic attack, and when Leslie is in that camouflage state, Ling potentially has it difficult to connect the blades onto Leslie. So it's that kind of versatility. It could have been interesting to see Leslie here, but so far the Claude is also very, very, very powerful unit. I mean that the base into what it already signifies Gascom has that backline potential. So let's see how exactly are they going to draft going forward, as we do see the Lapu Lapu getting shown right now.
Lapu Lapu is a very good XP laner.
Indeed, a very
It's a
strong
stone, it's
XP
absolutely
laner.
strong.
Indeed, they're increasing that backline really, really good. The Claude, we also see the Lapu and also Minato to really allow that sustainability into the mix. So the Minotaur as well with Fredrin, especially if Fredrin locks onto that Oracle, that could give Gascom that frontline advantage. They will have a very powerful front line to really push a lot of offensiveness. Also, at the same time, the Manoan Fury could do something about the backdoor if Link decides to really penetrate the backline in some capacity. So this is turning out to be a very solid draft team on the side of Gascom. I'm actually liking it so much. So it's going to depend on how exactly Nabjutsu decide to like do something about that level of just frontline. The frontline is so solid right now.
It's very solid. I think from Renap, they most
Mhm.
definitely need to like target, the gourd. It'll be easy to target him as as Ling. Ling should always aim for the gourd because the claw can always just dash and escape Ling's ult. So I think Ling will be definitely targeting the gourd a lot. I'd like to see how he will play safe or Mino can protect him. It will be
Very
difficult,
true.
but we can see how it play out.
Yeah, this is okay. Looks like the drafting has been completed so far. I mean, like anyone can really decide which drafting they favor. So both teams, they know each other very well. They're really contesting to reach the quarterfinals. They're really out to really collide in. So this is going to be a very exciting matchup between Gascom Esports versus Nabjutsu as they're about to collide right now. As I take it over to our casters, Scarpy and Jesse, as they walk us through the following match.
I
I
mean,
know.
thank you, Zuero, for that introduction.
Mhm.
I mean, look, both teams have got very strong drafts. If we're looking at the teams draft, right, I'm going to be slightly leaning towards Gascom Esports, just due to the fact that they've got reset initiation, and a backline dive. However, the Lapu Lapu needs to, well, pretty much play it safe early in the game, especially against the Piquito. But Ares are currently alright. Ares is going to freeze the lane, but in any case, we do see the engagement for the Litho. But the first blood goes to Vigilante as Zetian picks up the kill onto the Minnow.
It was a very good invade.
100%. I mean, look, you're always going to have, especially now that you're heading into the playoff stages, or that we're in the playoff stages, the teams are going to go for those rotation swaps, and especially also for the mid lane contest. And I mean, look, Grok is going to be so annoying with the ball, especially when it comes to the jungle invades.
He's a very annoying Roma.
Kawakage on the Grok. Well, look, Vigilante has been very much consistent throughout the AFL tournament. Vigilante pretty much always picks up the MVP. So let's see if it can stay true, as we do see the wall coming through as Superhero picks up the kill onto Fredrin. That's a 1-for-0 exchange currently going in favor of Nabjutsu.
I think they might be Gascon might be able to. Okay, then the turtle might be going in favor of Renap here. They don't look like they're contesting it.
Nope.
Because of this Grok. This Grok is very aggressive.
Yeah, 100%. As we do see, Grok does gain vision onto the Fredrin once more. We do see Minnow and the Gourd comes in for the cross rotation onto the top lane. However, the question would be, will Gascom Esports, because you can see Nabjutsu, they're pretty much setting up for an aggressive jungle play. There we go. Ling goes for the small buff invade again. Ashwolf is going to enjoy his time farming, because there's no protection onto the jungle's camps, as we do see Zyland just comes a little too late for Riki.
Oh yeah. And then they go.
Oh, we do see the
Mino
period.
is having a hard time. Oh, he flickered. He survived.
Yeah,
The
that
rotation from the XP lane is really commendable.
100%. I mean, Superhero has been on point with his rotating out of the XP lane. Ares 100% just needs to mirror the Lapu Lapu at this moment. Because, I mean, the Paquito is going to rotate. You need that mirroring coming in from your XP laner as well. Because making it a 5-man set makes it a lot more advantageous, or grants the team the advantage. As we do see the Manon Fury lands onto one. The Mystic Gush has also been committed. However, Zetian just keeps the distance.
It looks like they're invading his red buff now.
Oh, red buff not stolen, as Fredrin does get the retry off, but Superhero gets taken down by Ares as Lapu Lapu secures the first kill in favor of Gascom Esports. So it's at the 4-minute mark. It's currently 2-1. and it's almost a 2k gold lead. It's a 1.6k gold lead in favor of Nabjutsu. The second turtle of this match will spawn up in the next 3 seconds. As you can see, Nabjutsu is currently setting up for the next turtle.
Do you think a saber would have been better for Gascom to kill the lane? Easy peasy.
Oh, tectonic charge slightly off the mark as we do see the taunt is currently on to Paquito. Zyland gets taken down to quarter HP. Well, it could have, the saber could work, right? But, you know, Gascom Esports pretty much, if they do not go for the assassin lineup, they go for a full tank comp. As we do see, the Praises Wrath has been committed, Unknown Fury slightly off the mark as the Mystic Gush has also been committed. However, no one falls in that exchange. The second turtle did go in favor of Nabjutsu. We do see Hushwell securing, well, the Healing Beetle. As, well, the Tempest of Blades was committed, just forcing Zyland out.
Going to be a really tough match. Well, Ling might fall late game, but if he is targeting the Gourd, he'll be able to kill him easily. But it's going to be a really tough match because the Grok will get stronger late game, you know, and it will be probably up to like the Gourd and the Claude to do the damage.
Oh,
and we shall see how the third one also sets.
Yeah, slightly off screen. We do see that Paquito does secure a kill onto Lapu Lapu. Mystic Gush has been committed onto the Zetian once more, right? But I'm going to say this. Hushwolf with he's a pick of junglers, right? He's a very patient jungler. He waits for the right moment to strike. As we do see the Tempest of Blades gets committed onto Claude, slightly off the mark. As we do see the Blazing Duet has been baited out. Ling is such a beautiful hero to bait out skills. So we do see Bruno does secure that tier 1 turret. Ling allowing that tier 1 turret to get taken down. But in any case, it is just past the 6-minute mark right now. As we can have a quick glance at the items. Yeah, this match can swing still either way, because I mean the first power spike is going to be at the 8-minute mark. As we do see the Unknown Fury lands only onto Grok. Mystic Gush has been committed onto Paquito. Paquito gets taken down by Minnow. But that is another tier 1 turret getting secured by Nabjutsu.
I love the map awareness and the pushing of the turrets that Renab is doing, because they are ahead in gold and now they're ahead in turrets as well. It's going to be really hard for Gascom to be able to push.
Yeah.
And especially with the invades. It's really bad for a juggler right now, because Fredwin is like, he's getting obviously tanky items and he needs gold, but he's so behind.
Yeah. Well, you see the thing is, right, for Gascom, they either need to go for a 3-2 split or 4-1 split. Ideally, it would be a 4-1 split, because you can see Nabjutsu is going for that 3-2 split, right? So that's the first alarm that should go off to tell you that, okay, they're going 3-2 split, let's go 4-1 split. You are going to sacrifice or potentially sacrifice one player, but you're going to have the advantage going into the 4v3 situation. But looking at what's going on, we do see the Tempest of Blades gets committed onto Claude, and Claude gets taken down under the tier 2 turret.
In this situation, I would think it's best for the Claude to go to the XP lane and just push the turret, because they're not focusing more on XP right now. They are focusing and invading the blue buffs, whereas Ling depends on the blue buffs. So they want Ling to secure as many blue buffs as they can. But he is rotating really quickly, the lane. You can see him, he is top and he's bot almost the same time, even though it's different time.
Yes, so look, it's difficult to keep track on the Ling at this moment. But look, they need to funnel all of the gold to the Gourd and the Claude, and they need to divide it or split it. As we do see, the engagement is currently on to Lapu Lapu. Bravest Fighter has been committed, however, Zetian Vigilante picks up the kill onto Ares. Nabjutsu is putting a lot of pressure onto the sidelines. And guys, we do see the engagement onto Grok, and Praises Wrath was committed onto the Grok, as we do see Paquito coming in for the cross rotation. Will we see the pick off onto Minnow? No, sir. The wall does stop the Minnow from rotating out. Oh, this could be the moment as Kawakage picks up the kill onto Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris's Minotaur's body is just pressing down the Land of Dawn at this moment.
This match might be over in less than 12 minutes.
Well,
They're very aggressive. Renab is very aggressive.
yeah, I would have loved to see them popping the Holy Shield on the top lane. The potential could be there right now if Ward does not go for that. Yeah, okay, no. We're going to see one Holy Shield getting popped off. In any case, first Lord of the match does go in favor of Nabjutsu. Tempest of Blaze has been committed onto Lopu Lopu. Bravest Fighter has been put in place as well. Fury of the Phoenix has been committed. Will we see the rotation coming through? The wraparound play as Vigilante picks up a mega kill onto the Lopu Lopu. Minnow trying to get the knock up. Minnow and Fury. Flicker coming in, landing onto 2. Could this be the moment for Xylan to get in? No, sir. Paquito is quarter HP. That could have come in clutch, but no follow-up from the Minoan Fury. So that is a massive ult getting taken down just before the Lord coming in. That is the final tier 2 turret getting taken down in favor of Nabjutsu.
This is intense.
Jesse, I've got one thing on my mind right now. Do you want to know what that is? Well, I'm sure it's probably stuck on your mind now. It's like, Maki is bananas. Be a yana, yana, yana.
It's bananas. Ayana.
As we do see the Tempest of Blaze gets committed. The Tectonic Charge coming in, landing onto Fredra, and Mr. Gush has been committed. Minnow and Fury into the play as well, but Bruno secures the kill onto Minnow. It's currently a 2-for-1 exchange going in favor of Nabjutsu.
Oh, I can see it's been a good match. There have been no feeds because the score is 3-10. They're just in lead because of the good pushing and the invades as well. But 3-10 is not so bad.
Well, the thing that is slightly on the bad side is the 8.4k gold lead.
Yeah.
Look, I mean that is 2 items, or going on to a third. That's 2.5 items advantage going in favor of Nabjutsu. And you can see all the gold is currently on the Ling and onto the Bruno. Bruno has the majority of the gold. Bruno has 9k gold. Bruno is literally 1.5 items away from full build.
Massive. It's a very massive difference.
It is. It is. It's like we can see Kawakage standing there in the bush saying, oh, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. It's better than yours.
It's better than yours.
I can teach you, but I have to charge. Any case, the second Lord of this match is up in the next 5 seconds. So, will we see?
Yourself a little move anyway.
Yeah, the question is, right? oh, not freezing that mid wave. All right, that's unfortunately going to put the wave slightly at a unsynced lineup because the top lane is fully pushed in. You already have the slow push on the top lane. Now, why? Okay, thank you. They're not clearing the mid lane. You will see the Ling going to clear the bot lane right now, and that they should have the lane synced up right now.
Yes. And they could potentially end.
Well, depending on if they can get a pick off, right? I mean, this could be a massive endings as moment for Nabjutsu. Because I mean they've been doing very well when it comes to the team fights. So yeah, let's see who's going to bait it out. As reduced to the wall does slightly put the Lopu Lopu at a pushback, but I mean, just currently nothing really doing. Both lanes will crash in at the same time. We do see the wall getting committed. Mr. Gush into the play very early on as we do see the Fury of the Phoenix has been committed. It lands onto 4. We do see the taunt coming in from Frederick, but the Tectonic Charge lands onto the Nexus. Minoan Fury just before it could land, the Bruno takes him down. It is currently a 3-for-0 exchange. As we do see, triple kill going in favor of the Bruno. Will we see the Maniac? Will Crack go for it? He gets to jump onto Gord, but that is no Maniac going in favor of Crack. But GG's. Well played going to Nabjutsu taking this first match. It's currently...
Well played.
Well
Miss
played.
Vigilante must be so happy.
I think Mrs. Vigilante is very happy right now. But Shiro picks up the MVP with a gourd, and the MVP of this match goes to the Grok. Grok setting up a lot of plays there, so GG's well played. This puts Nabjutsu at match point right now. If they take the next match, they're going to take it in a clean sweep fashion, and that should be done and dusted. Or will Gascom Esports regroup and take this into take the next match and take us into the sudden death round?
Well done to both teams. It was a very interesting match.
100%. All right, I'm just quickly going to switch everything around. Just give me a second before we jump into the second match. This match was banana. Yana.
What did you think, Zoro?
But I think I found the match to be incredibly one-sided. I mean, like Nabjutsu was simply dominating Gascom, really just getting nearly all objectives. They were really just punishing Gascom for every mistake they committed. So I'm guessing in some capacity, it's looking towards that angle that Nabjutsu could likely take this second match, not unless Gascom Esports find a rhythm, some sort of tactical approach in how exactly can they counterattack against Nabjutsu's absolute vicious dominance they displayed in Game 1.
All right.
Agreed.
So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to jump into the second match, the drafting phase. Good luck and have fun to both teams.
All right, it's going to be Game 2 so far. We already just saw Nabjutsu just dominated the first game of this best of 3 series. So it's a wondering moment for us to realize that maybe potentially Nabjutsu could take this match just in full sweep, or could Gascom Esports come up with a very unprecedented comeback? Because at this point, should they lose, they're going home. So the pressure should be building up. They have to find some sort of strategy to really recuperate from that loss. They have to find some ways to really adapt and strategize a counterattack to Nabjutsu's vicious offense. All right, we're starting off the drafting phase. It's going to be Crack, Duster, Crusader doing the first ban. So it's looking towards that angle that it's going to be Nabjutsu making the first ban and the first pick. So they do have some opening to maybe go for meta heroes if they wanted so. We saw that how Ling was incredibly devastating Gascom Esports in the first match. So we could, in scenario, it's a wonder, could we see the Ling again? Perhaps if they do decide for that, or rather, will Gascom Esports decide to ban out the Ling? So let's see how things play out in this drafting phase.
I think they might ban maybe the Grok. The Grok was very aggressive, especially with the invading and everything. Whereas if they didn't have the Grok, maybe they would have been able to handle the Ling. But Grok he outplayed, the Mino, unfortunately, in roaming.
Very true, very true. I mean, the Grog was quite the devastating opposition getting faced by Gascom Esports. They didn't have much opportunity to layer in their attack because Grog was really just on their front line, really just annoying, not allowing any opportunity to attack Renap backline. So it could be a good idea to ban out the Grog, or instead ban out the Paquito, because we saw how Paquito was really devastating Lapu Lapu in the first game. So this is turning out to be a good ban so far. So I'm wondering what is going to be the third ban in response to Game 1 as well.
I think the Pervious might be a good ban. He is quite an annoying hero as well.
I mean, yeah, the Phobias, as we saw, was banned by Gascom in the first game. Like, they did ban out the Phobias, which allowed Renab to capitalize on that and pick Pokito, and as well as Ling, who's also another mobile unit. So I don't know if it would be a good idea to ban out the Phobias unless in some capacity they could likely just choose to pick the Phobias, which could work well into their advantage. Supposedly, if they don't want Nabjutsu to maybe pick another high mobile unit, maybe they could nullify the pick on Hareth, because we know how very good Crack Duster is on Hareth. So Hareth can be countered by Phobias, but I'm not sure if that would be a good idea. They have to see what kind of drafting is Nabjutsu looking forward to, and we see instead they ended up banning out the Khalid.
Interesting.
Yes, interesting. So now it's gonna be Nabjutsu with the first pick. So a lot of curiosity is now clear for us. Like, which hero are they gonna open up with? Because like this is the moment they have to like come up with something new. We know how first pick is very, very relevant. So Nabjutsu has to think this through. They already obtained the first win of the first game. So what exactly is it? Are they gonna respond this time with their first pick this time? I'm very curious as you are.
I'm very curious as well. Only a few seconds left. They might still be deciding, like who. Oh,
Ooh, the Ling.
And we have the Dora.
Could be a potential counter pick against the Ling there. I mean, the Eudora has been making quite a huge spotlight so far. We have seen her making a lot of presence in the EWC tournaments in Paris. So the Eudora could be a likely menace against Ling, but we know how very fast Ling is. So it's a matter of getting that range in. So Eudora has to be very, very careful. Would have to be essentially, we know, like, to some straight up scenario, Ling can easily just evade the stun of Eudora with the Tempest of Blade. That's his ultimate. So I don't know, but the Eudora could really do something against Ling. Very, very likely.
Very, very likely. And we can say, oh, we have the Gourd. Oh, is it the Gourd? Which mage would they be picking here? But I think any mage would be going well with the Grok, because the Grok can just put a wall and they're not able to escape. But I do like Gascom's lineup, you know, with the Eudora and the Bellaric. It's stun after stun.
Yes, stun after stun. Like, we spoke about the Grok so far. You did mention like putting out the Grok would have been a good idea, but it looks like Kawakage is gonna go for that Grok once again. He did pick up the MVP in game 1, so likely wanting to pick that up again. So now on the side of Gascom, really going for that Benedetta. So it's kind of a bit of a risky move. I'm not sure. So they do ban out the Phobias to really disable that vulnerability that Benedetta has against the Phobia. So that's a very good ban so far. And now it's a question on what kind of marksman, or maybe if they're gonna go for the double fighters, if Nabjutsu does opt for that, it's very viable. But I'm wondering at this point, what kind of marksman are they gonna like ban out if they do ever choose so, or in the same sense, what kind of jungle are they gonna ban out on the side of Gascom? Ooh, Moscow.
Good. It's a good ban. But I don't know. I don't think they would have picked Moscow here. Maybe they would have, but I don't know anyone who would have picked the Moscow here. Is there a player who plays Moscow on the side of Gascom?
I'm not sure, but it does measure up to be a respect ban. It could very likely fall under that trajectory. They do want to disable any sort of player who is very, very proficient with Moscow. But in response, we see the carry, who is, so far, I'm assuming, could be an indicator that Gascom is going for that utility jungle again. I'm not sure if we're gonna see another Fred Rin, or maybe they could go for something like Boxia or Barad's jungle. I mean, usually when there is a carry ban, it could be an indicative scenario that they want to go for a utility jungle, but it's not too late to think of it otherwise. But we'll see, we'll see. So it's gonna be it's gonna be Superhero making the final ban on the side of Nabjutsu. Let's see what's gonna be.
Your team
Oh.
is picking.
YSS. YSS so far decent, and
Your team
okay. The Freya pick, we know it's gonna be a Freya Gold, so I'm very nice. It's a very nice pick so far. I'm not gonna say anything against it. It's a good pick. Like, Freya can really devastate a lot. He has that
She.
decimation. That power spike is truly unique.
Yeah, the Freya could both side lanes, the Freya and the Benedetta, they could clear their waves really quickly and help, the juggler, and they can really mess up, the rotation, because they can get to the Lord or the turtle quick and make it on time to their lanes, because the marksman is not really going to fight a Freya early game.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. It could go to that trajectory. Very, very likely. The Freya in gold is something that Gascom could potentially need, given that they are on a 1 deficit win. So they do need to win this round in order to have another opportunity to face Nabjutsu again in this best of 3 series. So the Freya in the mix really changes everything. It could really change the pace of the match. I'm just curious to see how exactly are they going to execute the Freya unit on their lineup. And on the opposition, Superhero going on with the Black Dragon, really adding on to the backline potential with the Ling as an addition. So it's going to be a very devastating offense. I mean, like, Eudora has to play it careful against the Flying Dragon as well with the Ling. And Sayu. Interesting. Any thoughts on that?
He's a very good juggler. I think they might take the win. I mean, we can even see with the fans, they all really are hoping that Gascom wins this one. So I really do hope that they play a good game, and I also, wish we have a good match as well. But let's see how it plays out. But my vote is for Gascom this round. Their lineup looks very solid.
I agree. The lineup is very much solid. Really wanting to win this round. They already lost their first match in this best of 3 series, so they want to come back. They want to have that opportunity to really take down Nabjutsu once again, as Nabjutsu just needs one more win to really advance to the quarterfinals. So it's going to be Nabjutsu versus Gascom Esports, as me and Scabi take us through this following match.
All troops deployed.
Gonna be an interesting round so far. I mean, like, Nabjutsu already have the first win. They just need to win one more to really cement their placement in the quarterfinals. So they just need to play it very, very safe. We know at this point Gascom is falling to a high pressure moment. They want to really add on a potential win as they do go for the invasion right now. Could we see a possible purple buff steal? That's a fail, as we do see Shira getting punished right now. First out the flicker, and that's a first blind. A counter engage with Ares takes out Hashwell there on this very first jungle invasion.
Yeah, so a 1-for-1 exchange going in favor. However, Freya does secure the kill onto Bruno in the bot lane. So make that a 1-for-2 exchange. Sorry, I just quickly needed to step away. But in any case, I mean, just past the 1 minute mark, it's been already 3 kills or 3 deaths into the match as Xyland goes for that small jungle invade. As we do see, Superhero does take a lot of damage coming in from the Benedetta. Yuzong will need to back off right now as Eudora does secure a kill onto the Ling. or this is going to be so devastating for Nabjutsu early on. The question is, can they get away from Gascom Esports' very aggressive playstyle? I mean, that's what you had, or that's what you could pick up from the two fighters, or especially with the Freya in the bot lane as well. That does allow Gascom Esports to be a lot more aggressive in the jungle.
True, very true. I mean, like so far, Gascom Esports really going for that early game pressure. As they do about to engage onto Kawakage, has to really get away. As right now, Gascom Esports has a free turtle. Not much contest so far.
No, Nabjutsu will definitely not be able to contest for this turtle. First turtle of the match does go in favor of Gascom Esports, but Yusong is not having a good time against Ares with the Benedetta. As we do see the blue buff invade coming in from Gascom Esports once more. Will Ling be able to secure it? Yes, he does pop the retry. As we do see the Raptor Giants has been committed. Kawakage getting taken down. Unfortunately, the kill going in favor of the Benedetta. I mean, clutch retribution. Wrath of Giants coming in there from the Belleric.
Yeah, it was quite a devastating element by Chuck Norris. I mean, like so far, Gascom really going for that early game pressure. They do not want Renab to have much breathing room so far. Really just pressing, as we do see Belleric really just taking the red buff. So they don't want Ling, as much as we know it, Ling really needs to have enough farm to really just start to come online. So Gascom Esports, they're disallowing Ling to have any much advantage so far.
Yeah, as we do see the Eudora coming for the rotation as well, just to try and come and annoy the Ling at this red buff. As we do see Belleric does use the second skill to speed up, as the taunt is slightly off the mark. The red buff has been pulled into the bush, as we do see the Mystic Gush coming in, as the Rat Guys has been committed to cancel out the Mystic Gush, as Suyu gets a kill onto Ling, and the hunt is on to Gord, as the Valkyrie's Descent has been committed. As we do see Suyu using that second skill just to do the damage onto Grok, just to force Grok back. But Nabjutsu, they definitely need to allow Ling to farm. I'm very, very interested to see how Hushwolf is going to adapt to this pressure coming in from Gascom Esports.
It's a very powerful pressure so far. I mean, so far we're yet to see the next objectives spawning in right now. And despite that, there is a lot of zoning on the side of Gascom, really just giving that pressure in. Now they have more room for the turtle, so this is going to be a very uncontested turtle.
Yeah,
Ling going for that off lane invasion, but has to force out the retreat.
Well, just to try and get the pressure onto the off lane, as we do see Benedetta goes for that lane cutter. Suyu is going to be very happy with the amount of farm that his team has allowed him when the jungle invades. As we do see Superhero does get taunted up by the Belleric. The engagement is on. The stun comes in from Suyu as Belleric pops the Wrath of Giants onto Yuzong. That is currently one kill under the tier 1 turret. No, don't think goes. Oh! As we do see the tectonic charge is slightly off the mark. However, Hushwolf down to quarter HP and will be forced to recall, as we do see Freya and Eudora is going to steal the red buff away from the Ling. Will Crack go and check the red buff? Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Alright, sorry about that, the technical difficulty. It's my internet drops at the random times. Let me just quickly get back onto YouTube. I will be back in a moment. Just give me a second. Great. Go live. Go live. Alright, Rooskies, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we can continue with the game. Let's go. So, it's just past the 6-minute mark. It is currently 7 kill advantage. 7 kill advantage going in favor of Gascom Esports. It is also, they have a 6k gold lead. Can Nabjutsu come back? Can they force out an error onto Gascom Esports? But we do see Suyu does secure a kill onto Bruno on the bot lane. The hunt is currently onto the Benedetta. Okay, no, Grok will not pursue that.
Now, this is a very different kind of game. Oh, the penetration lands onto Vigilante nearly gets taken out. That's a mega kill. And now Hashra into the mix. Shut down Ares there. That was interesting. The engagement there was quite interesting. Now Gascom really just taking out the third and final turtle.
Yeah, I mean, that was a beautiful Petrify coming in from the Benedetta. I mean, nothing less that you can expect from a Benny, especially when she's got the Petrify. However, it's Gascom Esports trying to secure this tier 1 turret in the mid lane as the Mystic Gush has been committed. Freya ignoring the damage coming in from the Mystic Gush, just trying to cancel out that Mystic Gush as we currently see the Taunt is on to Belleric as Belleric gets taken down by the Yuzong. Will they Nabjutsu allow the blue buff to get picked up by the Ling? Hush Wealth is going to... Okay, and there we go. Retreat does pop onto the blue buff. Alright, Suyu putting on a lot of pressure onto the Bruno. Tempest of Blades does get committed, does not land onto the Suyu. Suyu does use the first skill to escape the clutches of that Tempest of Blades.
Very much so. I do see how Nabjutsu is really putting a lot of strong defense on the mid-tier turret. It's interesting to see this level of defense getting displaced out, especially having to suffer this level of offense, like this dominance getting displayed by Gascom. I mean, so far Gascom has really adapted to Nabjutsu's playstyle as strong engagements right now on the top side.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is a complete 180 turn as we see the Tempest of Blades has been committed. Eudora getting taken down. It's currently a 1-for-0 exchange going in favor of Nabjutsu. So you needed to pop the Retribution onto the small creep. Could this be a disadvantage, especially with the First Lord being up in the next few seconds? Make that 10 seconds. Will Gascom Esports be able to, well, just pretty much allow the Retribution to be back up? Just delay it, as we do see the wall coming in from Grok. Full engagement onto Grok as Benedetta secures the kill onto Grok, as Gascom Esports will start this First Lord of the match.
This is a strong playthrough between two absolute powerhouses. Hashua getting denied of the blue buff, gets taken down by Ares there. That was Gascom really putting a lot of pressure onto Nabjutsu.
I mean, that was a beautiful set coming in from the Belleric with that Wrath of Giants. Ecliptic Blades being used to just secure that blue buff, as we do see the engagement is currently on to Yuzong. Superhero needs to back off right now, so you does pack a heavy punch. As we do see the World Splitter has been committed from the Bruno. As we do see Petrify does land onto the Suyu. Suyu's taken down. Oh, Mystic Gush coming in from Gord as the Freya gets taken down. Could this be the turning point? It's currently a 2-for-0 exchange going in favor of Nabjutsu. Oh, Sky Piercer rocking on the Eudora, from the Eudora onto Ling. Oh, that makes that a 2-for-1 exchange. But this can be counted as a successful defense coming in from Nabjutsu.
Yes, a very successful defense. Not much turrets has been taken down, so they still have some advantage. The Wrath of Giants has been committed. Possible engagement by Benedetta onto the backline, giving a lot of damage onto Craig Duster. But Shira into the mix, takes out Bruno, but the counterplay with the Mystic Gush takes out Shiro as the dragon really finishes the jobs.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, you can definitely expect aggressive plays coming in from a Eudora. I mean, you could see the Eudora was just waiting for the Bruno, using that flicker to get that very much that combo down. Thailand going for the red buff invade. Will we see the wraparound play? Grok does scout out the Suyu. The second tier 2 turret has been taken down. Minions get stopped just before the Holy Shield. Oh no! One minion makes it through. That's the Holy Shield popped in the bot lane.
That was a huge mistake. They needed the Holy Shield, but they will disappear in just 1 minute so far, as the timer is about to run out.
Well, Gascom Esports, they definitely need to push for the finish here, especially with the next Lord. They need to end this because, I mean, if Nabjutsu can just get another successful defense up and force this game into the later stages, Nabjutsu can actually turn the tides, especially when it comes to the later stages. Because, I mean, if we're looking at the items, right,
Yes.
Suyu is almost full build with the item and half away. Benedetta is half the item away. So, I mean, oh, this is massive. It's a 6k gold lead in favor of Gascom Esports. 7 kill advantage just before the 12-minute mark. Second Lord will spawn up in the next 10 seconds. Thank you, baby.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, so far, should they be able to get this Lord, they have to, in some capacity, destroy the base turrets. As we do see the Mystic Guards connecting onto Chuck Norris, taking a lot of damage. But oh, wow, Sayu takes out Bruno in a devastating damage.
I mean, look. Sorry. Suyu doing a beautiful job setting up onto that Suyu. Suyu just being out of... Bruno just being out of position. For just a split second longer than he should have been. But, I mean, second Lord going in favor of Gascom Esports. They're sitting in a very beautiful position right now. They can definitely force the end right now. As we do see, the Mystic Gush has been committed onto Suyu. The wall coming... Oh! Tectonic charge! Like 1 millimeter too short.
That was very, very close for Sayu there, but that was some fast hands there, really getting out of harm's way.
Yeah, well, I mean, look. Hushwolf wasn't allowed a lot of farm. And his team not allowing him to farm up. I mean, this could be very vital. As we do see, the Tempest of Blades has been committed. Baits out the Wrath of Giants. Mr. Gush into the play. Wall, just displaced slightly. As we do see, Crackdust Crusader does take down the second Lord of the match. Yet another successful defense, the semi, as Eudora. I mean, she's disgusting. Superhero gets taken down by the Suyu. And Tectonic Charge is being used defensively. We do see the minions are currently in. That's a tier 3 turret getting taken down. Gascom Esports can get the entry. They can still force the end because the next minion waves are coming through. They can force it because it's a 3v5 situation for Nabjutsu.
Yes, they do have a numbers advantage.
Wrath of Giants getting committed under the tier 3 turret. Wall Tectonic Charge lands onto 2. Chuck Norris is currently low, however, Jog Oat comes in with a Freya. Ling does secure the kill onto the Freya right now. That's a 1-for-0 exchange going in favor of Nabjutsu. Will we see the follow through? The Black Dragon form has been committed. Will we see the chase getting caught onto Gascom Esports? Will they be able to do this? They need to send someone back to base. Okay, luckily, Ling does spot it out.
Indeed, Nabjutsu manages to defend, just barely defend 2 base turrets. They already lost the top side tier 3 turrets. So at this point, it's still a decent defense. Like they still have a chance to really go for that comeback. Bruno really just farming in, getting that items set lock in. So it's gonna depend on how Nabjutsu go for the battle of attrition lineup. So it could go any way. They really Bruno at this point is a strong win condition for Renab, especially with Lings. They really have to go for that full items. They really need to farm up for that really late game damage that they need.
Well, you see, the thing is, right, it's also going to turn the it's going to be a point in this match where you're going to need to pick up immortalities. Gascom Esports already has 2. They've got one on the Freya, they've got one on the Belleric, right? As we do see the wall getting committed from the Grok. As well, the third Lord of this match has been started up by Gascom Esports. I don't think Nabjutsu will be able to contest this unless we see that Tectonic Charge coming in clutch. As we do see the Black Dragon form has been committed onto the back line. Alright, immortality has been procced onto the Freya. As we do see Ling onto the back line, does secure the kill onto Eudora. We do see the Freya getting taken down by the Black Dragon, by the Yuzong. As we do see the Wrath of Giants gets committed. Ling getting taken down, Mr. Gush into the play. That's 2 immortalities getting procced. Oh my gosh, will we see the chase? Ecliptic Blades has been committed. That's a double kill. And my apologies. It's,
1-1, so they're really going to go in on all for nothing.
Yes, ma'am.
Very true.
Yes, ma'am. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just quickly going to get everything set up again. So this will be Gascom Esports with the first pick again.
Yep.
So yeah, just give me a second. Swap sides. Yes, Kim. Renab. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's jump into the third match's drafting phase. Good luck and have fun to both teams. Who will take this in the sudden death round?
The sudden death round it is. I mean, I guess some esports really coming out as really just bringing in an absolute dominance display so far. It's like the complete opposite of what we've seen in game one, with Nabjutsu really dominating Gascom, and game two, Gascom dominating Renab. I mean, like, Renab did display a lot of some resistance so far, but Gascom overpowered Nabjutsu. So now it's a question. Since we've seen both sides really dominating each other, what's the outcome of this game three? As now, whichever wins here will be ascending to the quarterfinals, and whichever loses will be eliminated from the tournament. So the stakes are high again. Now at the absolute climax, it's an absolute gigantic lineup, gigantic matchup coming up right now. What are your feelings right now?
I do not know. I'm pretty nervous to see who is going to win. I'm wishing the best for both of the teams, and whichever one wins, well deserved, but well played for both sides.
Very true. Whichever wins is well deserved. We do see, like, so far Gascom Esports going for that systematic Khalid ban. It's been very, very persistent so far, both in game 1, 2, and 3. So you have to think about maybe they're gonna go for another previous ban, as they always been doing it so far. Now Nabjutsu banning out the Eudora, already acknowledging how devastating Eudora has been so far, especially against the Ling in the previous game. So it's coming off as a good ban. They don't want to deal with it. So now a question is Hatchwell gonna go for that Ling again? Because, like, so far as we have seen, game 1, Ling was very dominating. Game 2, he wasn't. He suffered from early game ganking, early game jungle invade. So now, is he gonna go for that Ling again? As we do see a Bakito getting banned out by Gascom Esports.
I think they maybe will want to redraft, because they have seen that they can win if they have the heroes to be aggressive within jungle. So maybe they might not want to use the Ling this time, because Gascom was very good at the invades. They did what they did to them in the first game. So this will be interesting to see.
Yes, it's one of the vulnerabilities of picking up the Ling. Ling is very sensitive to early game jungle invasion. So disallowing him from taking the purple buff was very strategic by Gascom Esports, really not allowing Ling to have that kind of combat capability. So, because we know how very dependent Ling is on the purple buff, so that was a very strategic and a very interesting way of thinking by Gascom to go for that aggressive display they shown in game 2. So now I'm wondering, okay, now we see the Grog finally getting banned out. Do we have, because, like, Kawakage was an absolute menace against Gascom, especially on that Grog. So now Gascom already adapting to that kind of aggression by Renab, so they're going to ban out Grog. Also, in the same series of banning, Nabjutsu consistently banning out the Atlas once again. Ooh.
Your team is picking.
Oh. Hirara. First pick even. That's interesting. It's Hirara is a versatile unit, but so far she's a bit of a mixed bag. I cannot disapprove her potential. She's very good. She is very, very good, but I'm wondering, is it a good idea to pick Hirara this early on? Already they pretty much exposing that this is our jungle to Renab. They're telling Renab, this is our jungle. Let's see how you actually respond with it. So they're gonna respond with here. We see Esmeralda getting picked out, the Gorg, and in the response,
Team is
a
picking.
fast pick by Chuck Norris on that Bellaric again. So we're gonna see another play with Bellaric as well. Also, we see carry into the mix, gonna go for that Esmeralda. So that's a carry trying to do something about the Esmeralda pick. Now, Craig does want to logging on to Brody in order to do something about the carry.
The lineups are looking very good because usually we've been seeing the carry being banned, the Hirara being banned, and the Esme. But now we're seeing them play off. It is the match to the death. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's like a chess game. We see Herrera getting picked. We see Esmeralda getting picked. In response, Gascom gonna go for a counter pick with carry. And now Nabjutsu is saying that, okay, I'm gonna counter pick your carry by picking up the Brody, because we know how Brody can be very devastating against carry. So that's a very interesting counter pick choices. So it's gonna really depend on how things play out. Just come with the carry really giving that late game potential. We know how carry is quite ruthless in late game, especially if she has all the items full in and really starts to snowball, really can devastate that Esmeralda really, really hard. But the one thing with carry, as we all know, is that she lacks range. She doesn't have that kind of range to really
Your team is
unleash her damage from a safe distance. So Chuck Oat has to log on to that malefic gun to really get that range increase.
I wonder what Ares is going to ban here. They do need to ban like a tank. Maybe
Yeah.
the mine hole?
Well,
your team.
okay, these are respect bans so far. We see the Link getting banned out. We see the Sayu. So these are direct bans towards Hashwell. So Hashwell will have to re-strategize on what kind of jungle he's going to go for. Because already it's a interesting setup. The bans really targeting Hashwell. They're not going to do something about Kawakage. They already banned out the Grog. So these bans are pretty much direct respect bans onto Hashwell. So it's a direct question to how exactly is Hashwell going to respond to those kind of bans. So it's, could we see an YSS here?
Oh, the Wise is an interesting pick.
It's a comfort pick. It's a comfort pick. Hashwell is very good with YSS. So it's a direct comfort pick. So he's going to go for his own versatile, just very, very comfort pick. So the stakes are high. So it's going to be an interesting scene to see how the YSS in the mix going to give that global vision in. It's a mixed bag so far. Let's see how Gascom Esports respond on that YSS pick.
I do not. Oh,
I don't know, like outlet
I haven't
here.
seen,
I'm not sure.
I do love a good Lunox player.
Ah, Lunox. Oh, both two have very beautiful skins, I must say. They're quite glowing.
I was hoping for the Lunox. I have not seen anyone use the Lunox in a while, but
Oh,
the Sicilian does work pretty well. Especially late game, he has insane damage late game, so I'm not
yes.
too disappointed, but I am disappointed because I did want to see that skin play off of the Lunox.
Very true, very true. I mean, so far Gascom has the carry. They also have the Sicilian, so this already cement their late game potential. We know how skyrocketing the damage will be for Sicilian, especially if he starts to stack up his stacks if in early game to mid game so far. So already Gascom has good late game potential. But the question is, will Nabjutsu wait that long for the power spike to happen on these late game units? I think maybe they could go for an early game pressure wanted to end the game early. I mean, like the draft is a bit mixed right now. Only took Norris on his comfort pick as well with Vigilante on the board. Very, very interesting drafting so far. So this is going to be a very heavyweight matchup. It's a best of 3 series. The final game between these two heavyweights. One got 1 win, the other got 1 win. So it's a draw. Now they want to break that draw to ascend to the quarterfinals. It's going to be a very high intensity matchup. These two know each other very, very well. They are been playing together for so long now. In the tournament, they're about to clash, they're about to collide. It's going to be an absolute cinema, if I do say so myself. It's going to be absolute cinema. Absolute cinema indeed. So it's going to be Gascom Esports versus Nabjutsu. Which team is going to ascend to the quarterfinals, or which team is going to get eliminated? So as I send this towards our casters as they take us through the following match.
Yeah, Jesse. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too.
Who are you voting for to win this match, Scappy?
Well, look, my heart is going to go for the fellow South African teams, or fellow South African team Nabjutsu. My partner is here in the Discord as well with us. He muted himself, probably getting his food ready and eating. But yeah, I'm really hoping Renab wins this. But if I'm being honest, Gascom Esports has a better job. The question is, who's going to win this aggression play? Who's going to be the jungle invaders? Who's going to win the team fights? Who's going to get the sets? Because, my gosh, Belleric with his Wrath of Riots in the second match was so clutchy. As we do see Hushwolf going for that, goes for the lizard invade, the small camp invade. That's a successful invade. Sanguine Claws does catch out the Kaja, but I mean, look, Irara. We've seen the Madagascan teams be super successful with this Irara, right? Especially Xylan as well. Xylan is so devastating with this Irara.
A good Hirara is very devastating, I won't lie.
Yeah. Well, this is, as Circuit would say it, this is an early game versus late game draft. So, is it going to be the early game draft that wins this, or is it going to be the late game draft that wins this? But in any case, the first turtle of this match is 5 seconds away. Here we go. Let's go. First turtle contest.
I feel like it might go to Renab.
As we do see the Mountain Shocker has been committed from the YSS. Just trying to get the damage through onto Ares. His final slash can come in flashy. As we do see the Moon Assault coming in from the Esmeralda. Esmeralda getting poked out. As we do see the final slash coming in from Arlord. We do see, the Divine Justice is not in for the Kaja yet. But the first blood goes to Arlord. As we do see the Retribution has been committed onto Gord. And Xylan picks up the kill onto Gord. That's a 2-for-0 exchange going in favor of Gascom Esports. The stun is onto Superhero. Will Esmeralda get taken down? We do see Kaja so close to getting that Divine Justice, but does force the Arlord away. However, the first turtle hasn't been taken down yet. We do see the final slash coming in from Arlord once more. We do see the flicker coming in from Esmeralda just to keep in safety. I mean, what is this? This is another bananas match.
What an interesting fight. Wow. This turtle is going to be hard to get. We might actually reach the Lord before they can even get a turtle.
Well, I think there might only be 2 turtles in this match, as we do see Gascom Esports sets up for the first turtle of this match. So, yeah, as we do see, Hirara does secure the first turtle of this match. Belleric just getting that damage through onto the Kaja. The taunt is onto the Esmeralda, but they will be able to out-rotate. As we do see, Ashwalt is going to go for this potential top lane gank. Well, let's see. Let's see. Kaja just currently sitting and waiting for everyone to come through. Kaja does have the Divine Justice. As we do see the Wrath of Giant Stars land onto Brody. Track gets taken down by the light wheels of Jog.Out. As the carry does take down the Brody. That's currently 1-for-0 exchange going in favor of Gascom Esports. As we do see the
Well,
Mystic Gush has been
Carrington is
committed. Mount
able to
Shock
take the
comes
kill.
in from the YSSL, but I mean, Belleric just getting forced down to quarter HP. Belleric will get forced to recall as we do see the stun coming onto Esmeralda. But Esmeralda and Arlott, like, both of them get shields whilst in the midst of the fight. Esmeralda, like, could be to an extent a good pick, but the only thing that's bothering me with the Esmeralda pick, there's not a lot of tanks, so she's not going to get that extra H or extra shield base off of her first skill.
Yes.
Because I mean, she is reliant on a very tanky comps as off screen. We do see Hirara picking up a kill onto the Brody once more.
They're playing very aggressive into the Brody's lane. And they're going to secure the first turret.
Yeah, final slash just slightly off the mark onto the YSS as Mount Chaka gets committed. Hushwolf gets stunned up. We do see the Mystic Gush getting committed, but Arlott is a slippery customer. Just dashing in and out, as we do see the Rat does catch out onto the Conjurer. We do see the Hunters currently onto Superhero. Oh, that Sanguine Claws lands onto YSS. That's Hirara picking up another kill. But that's a double kill going in favor of the Arlott. That's a 3-0 exchange. Gord going to get taken out as we do see triple kill getting picked up by the Arlott from Ares. And this will be a tier 1 turret. There's a second turtle gets taken by Gascom Esports. I'm going to say this, right? Nabjutsu, they need to sort out their discipline right now.
Yes, I highly agree.
Mountain Shocker coming in from YSS. Will we see the hunt onto Hirara? Zyland will be able to escape with that. The first to second skill combo using the dash. Oh, second skill to first skill. It's first skill to second skill. Yeah, it's first skill to second skill. Or just the first skill. Just using the first skill, okay? Wrath of Giants lands onto Conjure once more as Arlott picks up the kill. The Mystic Gush has been committed. Ares is onto the back line. However, they will disengage. Final slash just slightly off the mark. It is 9-0 going in favor of Gascom Esports right now. It's a 5k gold lead as well in favor of Gascom Esports.
Oh, this is very interesting. They're playing very aggressive. You wouldn't have thought this that they lost the first match.
Nope. It's like that first match, the last. Well, let's rectify that. The first game, that aggression and, you know, outplays that Nabjutsu had onto Gascom Esports, I think that lit a fire under Gascom Esports as YSS picks up the first kill onto Hirara as that Mountain Shocker does land. Oh, as Nabjutsu secures a tier 1. Well, this could be a potential comeback for Nabjutsu. I mean, they did secure a tier 1 turret in the bot lane. However, the Bats Feast takes Brody down. Crack is not having a good match as we do see Belleric gets taken down by the Gord. Well, you can see the items are starting to get picked up right now as we do see the first phase of the Mount Shocker has been activated. It does land onto the Arlott. Arlott getting taken down. That's a lot of gold going in favor of the YSS. The third and final turtle has spawned. Will Nabjutsu secure this third and final turtle of this match?
We're seeing an interesting turn in the game.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Nabjutsu, they technically... Okay, no, they don't. The Gascom Esports has the map advantage, right? It's 7 kills advantage going in favor of Gascom Esports, but Nabjutsu did a beautiful job at decreasing the gold advantage. As we do see the Mystic Gush has been committed by the Gord onto Belleric. But we do see Hirara using that first to second skill combo onto Esmeralda. We honestly need to... I need to get the names on Hirara's combos.
I do not know a single one. I just see her.
I just know the combos though. But in any case, not that I had a lot of success with the Hirara. Hirara is 100% a glass cannon hero. She needs to be farmed up to have a good time. But Hirara, like, we've seen a lot of Hirara plays in the EWC. And, oh my golly gosh, as we do see the Mystic Gush has been committed draft, guides onto the back line. As we do see Brody does secure The torn apart memories onto Belleric as Belleric has been taken down. YSS secures the kill onto Hirara. That's a 2-for-0 exchange going in favor of Nabjutsu right now. This could definitely be the turnaround play going in favor of Nabjutsu. Can they secure? Because they've taken away that front foot advantage that Gascom had. We do see Arlo jumping onto the back line, trying to get the stun up onto the Kaja, as we do see the torn part was pretty much okay. No, it wasn't procced. Brody just getting that range out. Sorry, this dog
It
of mine.
seems like Renab is now playing. They're playing more together, whereas Gascom, they're normal playing together. They're just coming in 3 into a 5-man. Whereas they'll be split. Maybe they team fight and the carry is not there, or the lot is not there.
Well, you see the thing is, right, Nabjutsu adjusted because Gascom Esports were pretty much going for the 3-2 split constantly, as we do see, unfortunately, YSS gets taken down, but Carry gets taken down in response as well. So the first Lord of this match will be left alone for a second or two longer. Nabjutsu did pick up another tier 1 turret, so this balances the map out right now. Gold is now in favor of Nabjutsu, but not by much. It's 700, as we do see Kaja trying to get that play onto Belleric and onto the Arlo, just to try and pull them out of that tier 1 turret. Oh, the minion is doing a lot of damage onto this tier 2 turret right now.
They might be able to secure the mid lane.
Well, Nabjutsu is definitely forcing it. However, Sicilian has got beautiful lane clear right now. Oh, brilliant! Secure the tier 1 turret in the mid lane. First phase of the Mountain Shocker has been committed. Will we see YSS committing that Mountain Shocker onto someone right now? We do see Xylan and Arlo going for that backline rotation. Rapid Giants has been committed. However, Hirara just jumped onto the Kaja. Carry does secure the kill onto Esmeralda. The final slash coming in from Arlord. It is currently Brody picking up the kill onto Carry. It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Can Nabjutsu secure it as they do take down the Arlord? As we do see the Divine Justice has been committed, but Sicilian taking down the Kaja. That's a 2-for-2 exchange. It's Brody and well, YSS. They should be able to contest. YSS does have his Mountain Shock. He does commit the first phase just to get the vision onto the enemy team right now. Oh, he's going to go for the bot lane rotation. He needs to be careful because Hirara is around the corner. Okay, he disengages.
This is interesting. We're gonna wait until 15 minutes for this Lord because they are going to be fighting hard for none of them to secure it.
Wow, it's going to come down to the laning, right? And the zoning. The thing is,
Yes.
Nabjutsu definitely needs to bait out that Wrath of Dryads. Chuck Norris has been on point with the Wrath of Dryads. They need the Gourd to melt down the Belleric. But we do see that slow push onto the bot lane as Hushwolf does just pretty much push out the bot lane. But Gascom Esports, look at their positioning right now. Esmeralda, don't do it. Mountain Shocker gets committed in time, or the first phase of the Mountain Shocker was committed on time. As we do see, the Mountain Shocker does land onto Arlo. Arlo just slightly off the mark with that stun onto the YSS. As we do see the third, well, technically, it's still the first Lord, right? I'm just so used to, technically this would have been the second, but it's still the first Lord, right? So Nabjutsu, they definitely turned around with they discipline. As we do see the Sanguine Law slightly off the mark. Divine Justice has been committed. Rapid drives onto the front line. Final Slash does land onto the Kaja. As we do see the Mystic Gush comes in. It does land onto Carry as the Mountain Shocker also landed onto the Carry. As will we see the torn apart memory. The torn apart memory coming in clutch. Taking down the Belleric. That is currently a 3-for-1 exchange. This will be first Lord going in favor of Nabjutsu. It's just before the 12-minute mark. It is currently a 2.8k goal lead in favor of Nabjutsu. As we do see, they do secure another tier, well, the second tier 2 turret. Could they secure a tier 3 turret. The wave equilibrium is not on point right now, but they will be able to secure a second one. Brody committing the flicker to get out of harm's way. Mountain Shock is slightly off the mark. Urara does get the engagement, that does get the pick off onto Hushwolf. That is currently Hushwolf out for this onslaught onto Gascom Esports base. I mean, like, this match is on fire. I mean,
So
Jesse, do you want to do that moment right now, or shall I do it?
You may do it.
This match is bananas. Yanas.
No.
They've been a few times around that track. Ain't no holla back, girl. In any case, Lord is still up, right? All tier 2 turrets has been taken down. We do see Esmeralda engaging onto Hirara, but Bellery getting taken down by the Brody as the Bat Feast takes down the Gourd. It is a 1-for-1 exchange. As well, Nabjutsu, they continue piling on the minion waves onto Gascom to farm back up. I mean, look, it's going to reach that point or juncture in time where gold doesn't matter anymore. But let's see how it's going to play out as YSS secures the kill onto Hirara by the red buff. Nabjutsu, they can push for this. Are they going to push for this? As we do see the Sanguine Claw slightly off the mark. Torn apart memory deletes the Harlot. Like, what are we watching right now? Golly, gosh.
The Sicilian is really trying hard to carry.
He is trying, but I mean, Shiro on the Sicilian, right? If you know Shiro, his Sicilian is always cooked. It's always cooked. And oh, Mountain Shock is so close to landing onto the Belleric. The question is, can Gascom Esports get the double Ds up and running? And before you ask me what the double Ds are, it's the disciplined defense.
Yes. Disciplined defense.
Wow, the second Lord. It's crazy to say it, right? It's the second Lord going to be up at the 17-minute mark, right? When last have we seen a second Lord spawn up on the at the 17th minute mark?
No, you can see that it is a fight, a match to the death, whatever the sequence goes. But this is very interesting. We might actually reach 20 minutes or more with the defense that's going on here.
100%. Nabjutsu does start the second Lord of the match as we do see Brody getting this landed onto the final slash as Arnold picks up the kill onto Esmeralda. The Sicilian gets the kill onto Kaja. Oh, shutdown kill, double kill going to Arnold, and Hirara picking up a kill onto the Gourd. That is a 4-for-0 exchange going in favor of Gascom Esports.
Oh, no.
However, Nabjutsu just got the Lord, the second Lord, but Gascom, right? If they can force this, they can force the end here. Sanguine Claw slightly off the mark. However, Hushwell doesn't have the Mountain Shocker available right now. This is going to be very dire. They have the minion wave. They lock onto the Nexus and Raptor drives onto the YSS. Immortality getting popped. What? Oh, no minion waves! They're tanking through it! What? Hirara securing a tier 3 turret, but Gascom Esports takes this in a turnaround battle.
Type of Lord that you did not take, whereas you get wiped out, but the enemy all lives. It was worthless. Wow, what a team fight. What a play. Well done to both teams.
Yeah, I mean, especially this third match. I have to say, out of all the matches, this third match was way more balanced than the rest of the matches, because the first match was one-sided in favor of Nabjutsu. The second match was one-sided in favor of Gascom Esports. The third match was pretty much, well, it was a dominant force coming in from Gascom Esports in the early stages. Nabjutsu turning it around in the mid stages, and well, Nabjutsu just unfortunately at that Lord being out positioned and staying not out position, overstaying overstaying their welcome, right?
Yeah.
They could have just sacrificed the YSS. He did have the Lord, but in any case, nonetheless, GG's well played. Hushwolf picking up the MVP with the YSS. But the MVP of this match goes to Shiro with the Sicilian 4-3 and 13. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get the pause screen up and running whilst we get the next teams in the lobby. Up next, we've got Crown Maki versus Ferox Esports.
Zero, you still with us?
I'm here. I'm here.
Empty pockets full of fire. Built my name through the razor wire. Same old doubters, same old lies. Now they watch with open eyes. Every scar became a mark. Every loss lit up the dark. Every round another test. Pressure only brings our best. They said, kid, you better back down. Sorry, I was born to take the crown. I'm all in, got nothing left, no regrets. With every breath, raise the stakes, don't fear the fall. You want the throne, then risk it all. I'm all in, hear the crowd, stand up tall and scream it loud. No way back once the lights begin. I'm all in. Every heartbeat counts the time. Every mountain starts to climb. No excuses, no retreat. Victory walks on bleeding feet. Pressure cracks a week apart. Champions build an iron heart. Every second, every play could become your legacy. Fortune doesn't know my name. I make legends through the flames. I'm all in, got nothing left, no regrets. With every breath, raise the stakes, don't fear the fall. You want the throne, then risk it all. I'm all in, hear the crowd, stand up tall and scream it loud. No way back once the lights begin. I'm all in. One more fight, one more chance. Everything is earned, nothing happens by circumstance. No surrender, no escape. This is where legends are made.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Up next, we've got Crown Maki versus Ferox Esports in, well, a best of three fashion. Yeah. Look, both teams are very strong. Crown Maki ended up second in their group with the Void just stopping them. So in any case, and Ferox, okay, well, Ferox just glided into the qualifications or to qualify for the top 16. So it could go either way, but in any case, good luck and have fun to both teams.
Yeah, so Crown Maki, as you mentioned, very, very strong team. I really enjoy watching them play. Ferox has some players that I used to play with, back when I actually had the opportunity to play ranked matches, like Salvatore, for instance. And they've got like Larry and B, who's been considered to be the GOAT of Madagascan gameplay for the longest period in time. It's going to be, as you say, very entertaining. Favorites for this particular match is Crown Maki, based on the performances so far. But as we've seen across the entire tournament, anything can happen. It just comes down to how you play in that moment. Maybe you're going to get your power up. Maybe it'll be like a DBZ show. It's like when you think Goku's down and out, next thing you know, it powers up and it comes back in. Hyperbolic time chambers.
Hyperbolic time chambers. That's a good one.
So, gentlemen, who are you favoring in this? I know the viewers are voting in the polls. Bulk of the votes are going the way of Crown Maki. But who do you think? Or who are you favoring?
Well, I don't know. I mean, both teams, they have decent potential. Crown Maki really ranking as the second in Group B. They have a very dominating playstyle, I would say, especially when they come up with their Lucas. They're very proficient on using Lucas. That much I know so far. Ferox Esports, I don't have much knowledge about them, but I do know that they did manage to really get the top, get into like the upper bracket in Group B. So I'm kind of curious to see, because this is, I would say, gonna be a very interesting matchup between these two teams. But so far, I'm kind of slightly favoring Crown Maki in my own personal view. I think they have that kind of potential. Ooh, I respect ban on Lucas.
Well, you were mentioning it, right? We have seen them pick up the Lucas on a regular basis. So, sometimes starting off with a respect ban might not be such a bad idea. But with Crown Maki, right, a lot of the plays come through from Naz on the roam. He's been one of the best performing roamers in the tournament so far. But, as much as we do say, right, based on the performance that led to the tournament, Crown Maki finishing second in Group B, which was the group of death, which is one of the reasons why we're talking about it so much. It was a hotly contested group. Ferox, the players in this lineup, Sakai, Salvatore, Larry B, they've been around the scene for the longest period of time. 1v9 Spicy Man and Spicy Boy, right? Like, there's a lot of name changes that happen here. So, they could have had names that they previously knew about. It changes up into somebody different. So, there is always that. But focusing on the draft so far, Hirara in the pro scene has become one of those staple picks. Adjustments has brought her very much back in. Everyone's gotten used to her particular play style. She's really good at disrupting things, has excellent backline dive potential. Well worth the ban.
Very true, very true. Hirara is that kind of versatile unit. She has quite the utility function. I mean, like, in a way, like, she has immobilized. She got that CC as well with the untargetable integrable effects, allowing her to evade certain obstacles, certain effects from the opposition. So Kirara has been so far a very, very good pick, and I do like the respect ban. If that is the case, their ban onto Hirara is very, very good. Now, also adding on that, the idea of Hirara being already in the pro scenes in the upper bracket, I also measure on to the Atlas as another powerhouse in terms of drafting.
Yeah, well, once the Atlas gets picked up, are we going to see the Eudora play come through? Because normally in the pro scenes, the moment Atlas comes through, you pick up the Eudora and counter response. Because, he needs just that little bit of time to get the set, unless he's going for the flicker play. But the side of Ferox going with a very hard counter to the Atlas in Diggy. We don't often get to see Diggy because there's this potential to apply a lot of pressure onto him in the early part of the game, especially with ranged mages, or even maybe picking up a Valentina as well might not be a bad option for the side of Crown Maki. But whatever they're going for in this early part needs to be aggressive, because whenever you're up against a support, you need that aggression. It sort of zones them out of the game in the early part and gives you the potential to snowball.
Yes, very, very true. I mean, with the Diggy getting picked up, we already know they have that kind of a counter engage element to simply evade the crowd control by Atlas. But with that pick, they already sacrifice a potential front line. So this already demands a frontline unit. So we do see that they added Esmeralda as the front line. So it could end up with a utility, maybe a utility jungler on the Ferox Esports side. Also, I do like the Eudora getting picked up. It's going to be an absolute menace against the Leomord.
Yeah, Leomord, Irithel, basically anybody right now. This mage is so busted, Eudora. She always had high burst potential. It's just with this, the recent adjustments, it's just over the top. Still slightly less burst potential than a Kadita. I wouldn't mind seeing a Kadita into a Eudora, because the rough waves can be used to escape damage, and at the same time, it's going to give Eudora a real pause to sit down and think about, where you're going to be heading into. Your positioning needs to be on point, because Kadita does outrange the Eudora.
Well, that's very, very true. It can be added, like Eudora, as you mentioned, Kadita can be an absolute devastation against the Eudora. Kadita, we know, with her first skill, she gains that kind of DC immunity, which can really evade Eudora's second skill that also has a control effect on it. So picking up the Kadita can do something against this Eudora pick. It can really go far as to really shut down this Eudora being an absolute menace against either Irithel or Leomord. So Eudora coming through won't be bad at all.
Yeah. Eudora, it also synergizes really well with the rest of the team, because Kadita can be an excellent follow-up for the Atlas. And they need something to try to bait out the Diggy ultimate, because it's going to come down a lot towards the team fight timing. Spicy Boy just hovering around the Bernadetta pick.
Interesting.
Where they're going to go with it, right? Personally, I'd be thinking, the Freya is not a bad choice. I think Fighter Gold Lane might be the best option for the side of Ferox, because the early game rotations are going to be massive. Even a Guinevere, playing a Gwyn on the gold lane might not be too bad, because you need to have that ability to have both side laners rotate, simply because you have a support on the roam.
Very true on that. I mean, Guinevere is amounting to be a flex pick so far. She can go into the gold lane or even potentially go into jungle. So I would say it's a safe pick by Ferox. It definitely allows them to decide based on the response on Maki to whether they want this Guinevere in jungle or whether in gold lane. So it's gonna go boils down to that decision making. But we do see the flick has been plugged in by Spicy Boy. Say this is a likely gold lane Guinevere. Ooh, Alice in the mix.
Yeah, they need some amount of sustain to deal with the Esmeralda. Granted, Esme will have a little bit of a better time in the earlier part of the game. Alice needs a couple of items to come online. The Veil choice now. This is an interesting one. They just want to be able to outrange the Eudora and the Guinevere, because I mean the range on Veil skills is quite massive. Also another one that can combine with the Atlas play. So it's going to come down to a timing between the two to be able to do that. Alice is going to have a proper job to being able to bait out the time journey from Diggy. But proper Alice counter in there with the carry pick coming in.
Yeah, the carry pick it's already cementing that late game potential in favor of Ferox Esports. So they do have that kind of capability. It's just gonna boil down to scaling through, really allowing carry to farm up. Not unless if Crown Maki can do something about that, really going for that early game pressure on the goaling side. So far, we do see the lineup is clicking in. It's going to be an interesting matchup to see Guinevere in the jungle. So that's been solidified. Esmeralda in going to be XP. So both teams have already finished that draft. It's going to be a very, I would say, epic, interesting showdown between these two teams as we kick off the best of 3 series between Crown Maki versus Ferox Esports in game 1 of this top 16 playoffs.
Yeah, well, we're into the top 16. We're fighting for those places. It's going to be between Crown Maki and Ferox as to who is going to be joining Gascom in the quarterfinals. The stage is set. It's time to show your skills. Who's going to be winning this in the first game in this best of 3? Is this going to be like the last game? Takes us all the way to the third match? Or are we going to be seeing one team get themselves set? Be able to handle the pressure, the stress that comes in with this final 16 round. So Aero, based on the draft, who are you favoring here?
Well, personally, I would say I'm slightly favoring towards Crown Maki, but I will say to some capacity the Diggy could add some bit of counter engage. But that's a first blood onto Veil. Ferox Esports going for that early game pressure in, and we do see the special migration really lands onto. That was a close one there.
Yeah, and there's gonna be the drag back as there's another pick of Ferox, 2-0, very early on. Oh my goodness, this is I mean, that's the power of like the current Eudora. There's so much damage from that first skill, second skill combo. As we're watching Sakai, looks like he's gonna be heading into that egg form. It was a battle between the two, but the revitalize you say the stun comes out. He doesn't get to go back to an egg. We don't get to answer the question which came first, the chicken or the egg. Meanwhile, the chase is on as Larry NB, he gets the stun off, but he's taken down by Leomod on that steed, and that's gonna be a big pickup. More control coming through as Avatar. He made the rotation across, but you gotta be careful with the damage output of Leomod early on is kind of scary.
Very, very scary on. I mean, I wasn't expecting this kind of pickup by Ferox, really just taking advantage of the lineup. It's going to boil down to how things will be executed as the first turtle is in the mix. A lot of tensions are rising up right now.
Yeah, the turtle dance is beginning. Both jungles trying to get that extra level on the retribution. They're both just slightly off the level 5 mark, though a 1v9 Spicy Man who should be able to get the level 5 a little bit first. Here's Summer trying to do the same. Once more, that little bit of poke damage. If you can force Naz back, because that Throne of Ruin is a big retri securer, but we do know Leomod, he has some of the best skills in the game to be able to secure a turtle. Now there's the Phantom Seed coming through, and it's going to be Leomod doing what he needs to do as Guinevere taking down Leomod into the backline. It's a double kill going the way of Crown Maki. Make that three for the turtle. Now they want to pile even more pressure onto Salvatore, but it's an Esmeralda. Are you really gonna want to chase him down? Oh, but Sakai, he was the chicken that came, the egg that came after the chicken here, and he's gonna be chased down into the jungle.
Yes, the chicken. I mean, as a guy with that 61 CD on the cooldown of his ultimate, really, that was a nice bait out there by Atlas. That's going to give them some opportunity to really utilize the Atlas without the Fatal Links, without much resistance by Diggy. But so far, interesting playthrough by Maki, already just coming online, devastating Ferox Esports. It does appear like they're rotating to bot side right now, looking for a possible gank.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they need to sort of get a bit of pressure onto the potential damage dealers. The early game draft is in favor of Crown Maki, but the longer this game goes on, the more we will see Ferox come into the match, simply because of the late game scalers that they possess. There is a lot of pressure here onto Naz on the Esmeralda. Nice drag back as they force Damon Salvatore just to retreat. But I mean, there is, onto, I'm saying Naz, it's Salvatore. There's a lot of pressure onto Salvatore to be able to tank through all of this. It's going to be a little bit too much to tank through in the early game.
Indeed, very well said on that. I mean, Leomar taking a lot of damage in, forcing to use the Phantom Steed and takes out Diggy there. That's a lot of damage in. It looks like Salvatore is going to pick in it. That's a Fatal Links connecting onto Salvatore. A lot of damage dissing in. Oh, Spicy Man into the mix, takes out Leomar. Oh, the Zone of Ruins giving a lot of damage, but that's a lot of sustain by Esmeralda. Gets taken out. Ooh.
My goodness.
That was
crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a straight brawl there around the second turtle. Everybody falling on both sides. Well, at least, most of the players falling on both sides, which means turtle still stays open and ready for contest. Diggy just wants to get that, little bit of poke, throws out those exploding egg bombs just around. Gives a bit of vision, allows less ability to move into space, but I think it comes down to a little bit of control here on the XP side. Here's Summer trying to find that right angle. They want to take down Salvatore, at least take him low so he's out of the fight. There's the drag back. The Phantom Steed has been committed as they force Salvatore back. Now Salvatore has that potential to heal back up. Diggy, Time Journey not available at present. Guinevere goes in with a spatial migration, but doesn't catch on to the Leomar. Leomar, as we know, very, very good at retry secures here, is basically melting this down. He secures this, the knock up onto Salvatore. He's going to be chased down, but without the Phantom Steed, they don't have the mobility to catch onto him. However, Salvatore wants to get the dive into the backline, but they take out Naz as he was trying to get the zone. Now the Phantom Steed is up. Time Journey's been committed with the Revitalize, but Leomon, he's not interested in anything except doing the damage. It's going to be a 2-for-2 trade-off as Eudora managed to get the pick-off there onto Vale. Now this fight, it's continuing. The bash is on you. Leomon, can he land this kill? Oh, the flicker coming out from Larry and B keeps him safe, and Salvatore tanks through. He gets a kill. Can he get another? There's a rotation from Esmeralda, which came in very clutch, but Eudora turns around with the killing spree. Eudora phobia is a real thing.
What was that team fight? It just dragged in for so long. Somebody just goes back and forth. It was something. It was really, really impressive display there.
Oh yes, there was nice rotations from both sides, across the map. But from the looks of it, there's a lot of pressure being applied onto this turret. First turret of the game taken down, actually on both sides within milliseconds of one another. So this does give Ferox a little bit more in terms of map control, and so far, a Spicy Boy on the carry has been living a marksman's dream. I mean, he's just getting to farm up very nicely.
Very, very nicely indeed. I'm just very impressed with how Ferox has been so far. Really, just really come up with very impressive display. I kind of wasn't suspecting this level of performance that they are displaying now. Oh, something on top side right now. Nas taking a lot of damage by Spicy Ball, really dishing out in. Will we see the special migration into the mix? Oh, Son of Ruins devastate. Oh, is Nas gonna get? Oh, Nas gets taken down.
You know, whenever you're up against a carry, you watch those light wheels just follow you through. You think you're gonna escape, but it chases you down. And this is a continuation of the farm here onto Spicy Boy, who's gonna be a real win condition for the side. Oh, he pops the light wheels, but now he's gonna get hunted down as no Purify, as that there is the control there, but the time journey keeps him safe. He turns around with the light wheel. Salvatore just escapes with the skin of his teeth. Meanwhile, it's Eudora once more doing Eudora things across the map, just bursting everybody down. This should be an uncontested Lord going the way of Ferox.
Eudora with that pickup, taking out Leomar really allows them to get this Lord without much retreat battle. That was some good planning in. Ooh. Possible tension rising in on the mid lane side. Oh!
Spatial migration onto 2, but they dash back the Purify from Rama, coming in at an absolute clutch moment, just keeping him alive. Now with this Lord, as we always mention, is a question of wave equilibrium. It's all about the balance. Now the stunts coming out, the follow-up as they engage, they take out Damon, Salvatore, no Atlas for the defense. Can this be a bit of a devastating bit of moves? Yeah, there's the Veil, right, in terms of big wave clear potential, but things are looking good here for the side of Ferox.
Indeed, Leomar has to defend the 2-2-1 turret, the possibility. Oh, really gets taken down, but the Starman connects onto his summer there. Ooh, that was some good defense there.
Yeah, with the 1v9 Spicy, we're just sort of baiting the spatial migration out as tier 2 turrets are being pressured in. The drag back onto Atlas, he has respawn. Stun comes out from the Eudora as Atlas has to hightail it to a bit of safety. They're going to have to sacrifice these tier 2 turrets in defense of the inhibitors. Lord making its way down. Holy Shields have been standing on top and mid lane. Bot lane, however, Holy Shield is down. There's one more wave coming through. Ooh, the wave clear in the middle could have just disrupted the wave equilibrium slightly. Now this is going to be, I think, an easier defense for the side of Crown Maki.
Much easier defense in. Would you see Damon onto the backline, could really connect the bitter links? Ooh, a lot of engagement taking place. The special migration hasn't been committed. A lot of devastation connecting in with the Throne of Ruins onto the backline. Damien has to get retrieved but gets taken out. But meanwhile, ooh, that's a killing spree. I carry that takes out one member of Crown Maki.
Yeah, and with that, that's a 3-for-1 trade here. The Esmeralda Salvatore doing so much of work. The positioning from the side of Ferox in the course of this team fight very much on point. There was some beautiful backline dive happening from both the Atlas and the Alice. But with that, the counterplay coming through from Ferox just kept them in the game and secured those kills. The bot lane tier 3 turret is just standing on its last legs as we head into that 20-second mark before the next major objective is going to be the 12-minute Lord.
Indeed, the 12-minute Lord will be popping in soon. I mean, so far, Crown Maki did manage to defend the base turret. Of course, the bot lane turret still on a sliver of HP left. But we have to give credit to Ferox. They are really been so precise with their offense. I don't think anybody expected this level of performance by Ferox. They're really showcasing their absolute dominance. Nas really taking a lot of damage from Eudora, but will be able to sustain it all as Guinevere manages to take the Lord, and this could be a possible. I would say Ferox will have to really prioritize taking out the base turret from Crown Maki. So it's gonna be that possible win condition. Oh, on the bot side, mega kill by Carry takes out Leomod. That was fast. That was an interesting rotation there.
Yeah, he stayed. I mean, the idea to go for the split push was a good one. He does, in order to try to disrupt the wave equilibrium. It's just, if you got to time it right to get your recall to get back to base. Once more, you can see mid lane pressured in slightly. So once more, the wave equilibrium just not perfect. We know the Lord should be able to take one of the tier 3 turrets. But do they have enough of an advantage, Ferox, to be able to end this? I mean, gold-wise, it's massive. You're looking at almost an 8k, 7.5k gold lead. So it's not like they don't have the tools available in terms of the items to be able to secure this. And, I mean, in any game, you don't really want this to go too long. Lord is setting up for the charge. That should be the first tier 3 turret taken down. And slightly off the mark there with the spatial migration. But once more, Savitar is into the backline. He's trying to bait out everything. Carry turns around with the light wheels, but Alice with the Throne of Rowan into the backline. Time Journey comes out just to save the team. Now they can secure one more turret. They don't have the minion waves, but they're fighting this around the Nexus. As the Morty goes in, he's going to be dragged back. Now the Time Journey comes out. As the chase is on. Oh, but the Fatal Links, it catches on to 2. It's going to be a 2-for-2 trade-off. But ability, especially with the carry still alive, you can secure more of these turrets. Can they get the minion wave to come through? No, just too much of wave clear from the side of Crown Maki. But Echoes, he's so low. Somehow he's escaping this, but look at the carry. She takes down the Atlas. The minion wave spawns up just in time. Oh my goodness, Joero. You think they can end this? This might be an option. Oh, but they take out the carry.
Wow, the damage by Carry was so devastating. I saw the melting he was dealing in. Oh, Bale gets taken out by Eudora there, but the Throne of Ruins into the mix. Could there be a chase onto Eudora there? But Nas has to force out the retreat. But there's a 3 versus 1 engagement. Can Nas take out the Eudora there? He has to force out the retreat. Oh, the engagement with the special migration. Oh, that's a kill by Guinevere. Takes out Alice.
Oh,
wow.
My goodness. This game. But Ferox, they've got the bit between their teeth. They're in the driving seat right now. Granted, the gold lead was shut down a little bit, right? Based on these shutdown kills. But once again, it's going to be a difficult opportunity for the side of Crown Maki to contest this. Can they contest this? That's the big question.
I don't know. I mean, like, Ferox has a lot of zoning in. They got that zoning spot in. They really not allowing Crown Maki, so they cannot really contest this at all. They're gonna have to concede it. So far, Ferox has been really impressive with their comeback. I think not a lot of us expected this kind of turnaround, this kind of plays by Ferox. I think we came here thinking that Crown Maki could possibly have the win in some cases, but Ferox, despite being in top 4 of Group D in the round of 32, they coming off as very potentially just impressive so far. So the Lord is Machi in, the Linga is synchronized. Let's see how exactly will Crown Maki defend.
Yeah. This is some beautiful wave sinking. The minion wave has spawned up. Oh, but there's a special migration into the backline. They pick off the Leomord. Carry gets the kill. That's going to be numbers advantage. But the Time Journey, what a clutch Time Journey. In the mix there from Sakai. The knockup once more. There's the control. It's a triple for the carry. Here's a maniac. He's going to get the Savage. One more hit. It's the Savage. Carry gets shut down, but that's going to be game. First blood going the way of Ferox. Carry with a brutal Savage at the end. Nail in the coffin kind of stuff.
Wow, an impressive offense by Ferox. I don't think anybody expected this, but Ferox was just absolutely brilliant in that kind of matchup. The carry in late game, that was absolutely brutal. He was melting down Alice, melted down Atlas. That was an impressive display of offense. We do see Eudora picking up the MVP. On the opposite side, Atlas picking up the MVP. This is going to be game 1 with Ferox winning this first game.
What a performance from Ferox. They just, like we were saying, right, Crown Maki, solid, very, very solid team, very impressive performances so far. They went into this game based on their positioning and results as the favorites, but as we know, it's all about handling the pressure in this moment in time. Ferox devastating. They use their team fight composition really well. Like even when it came to the draft, like the Diggy pick, we know hard counter to the Atlas, but like I wasn't a fan of having that. Not so much of frontline capabilities, because it was just the Esmeralda to frontline, but the way Savitar played that Esmeralda, I mean, on point, just he tanked through so much.
Indeed, absolute great performance between these two teams. Ferox Esports, I will admit I underestimated them, but they are really good. They're very good with their combat power. I'm just curious as to see how exactly are they going to demonstrate that level of capability as we move on to game 2 of this best of 3 series.
Yeah. The players are ready and set. They're anxious to see, can Ferox clutch this out 2-0? Are Crown Maki gonna be able to come back? As the players are ready, we're ready. Everything is set for this. It's round of 16 showcase. Zero. I'm actually getting very excited to see what's going to happen as we head off towards the quarters, semis, and then the grand finals. If this is the show that's being put on in just the round of 16.
Indeed. I mean, like, so far we could see incredible upset, incredible turnarounds. Anything can happen as we really level up the playing field, the quarterfinals, the semi, and especially also the ultimate one, the grand finals on Sunday. So it's gonna cook up. It's gonna be a cooking matchup coming through. So now I am I am just so far been impressed by Ferox Esports. I underestimated them. I did not expect it, but so far they have proven to be capable. They are well deserving so far to be in this round of 16 playoffs. So let's see how exactly is it. Are they going to showcase as they already won game 1? Let's see how game 2 are they going to spice things up. So no pun intended. I do see spicy men, spicy boys. So let's see how exactly are they going to spice things up in this game too.
Yeah. Well, so far their drafting has been spicy, and they're focusing a little bit heavy on these like respect bans, like the Lucas, for example. Liam Ward also from the previous game. Marcel has to be banned, right? Unless you have a draft where you plan on picking him up early, you gotta get rid of Marcel. He's too difficult to draft against right now. Not impossible.
Very true,
they're just difficult.
I mean, yeah, that's very true. Now, I'm kind of wondering on the Crown Maki, because like so far in game 1, we see how devastating Eudora was. So the question is Crown Maki gonna ban out Eudora, or are they gonna pick Eudora? Ooh, the Kai ban. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, Akai is one of those the few tank jungles that's still in the meta. There was a bit of a meta shift, with the recent updates, where, as I was saying to you, I think it was yesterday, where it looks like we're heading back towards that 2023 drafting style. A lot of teams, especially in the pro scene, are going with that front line and set potential combination to be able to deal with the front line of the enemy team. They're building around getting the big team fight combinations around neutral objectives. And Sakai with an early minnow pick. So this could, it fits into the whole having a nice set play style. But first picking the minnow could be a little bit scary.
I mean, that is very true. I mean, I would definitely advise against picking up the Minotaur early on, but it could be that Ferox just wants to be safe. They don't want to overcommit to a draft they're not ready yet. So this Minotaur is coming off as being a safe pick on his side. So it's going to measure up on that possibility. But it's going to be Crown Maki again with the Atlas, and we do see Lilia as well into the mix, so that's going to give them a lot of mid-prio capabilities. So it's coming off as a very interesting draft. They already acknowledge that Ferox has picked up the Minotaur, so they won't be expecting that Diggy again. So there is a lot of confidence in the Atlas this time, I'm sure.
Yeah. And well, the Lilia play, Minnow is kind of weak against these poke heroes. Lilia is one of them. Valier is another. And well, Carrie the third, even though Carrie's not really like a poke hero, she's got that burst potential. I wouldn't exactly call it burst, right? Because it's not like she does all the damage all at once. But she's really good at taking out Minotaur. It's still available, so are we going to see Crown Maki go for the early carry pick and then maybe start banning out like your Claudes and Brodies in the next phase? Personally, I'd be thinking if I was the side of Crown Maki, let's get the carry in here, because carry can deal with both the X-Borg and the Minotaur, and then you can ban out Brody and Claude in the next phase, just to make sure Carrie's going to have a good or decent time in the gold lane.
Yeah, we have seen in game one how carry was extremely devastating for Crown Monkey. So it would be a good idea if they picked up the carry, so they have some clean late game potential in that mix. So far they did end up picking up the Benedetta. So as a follow-up, they banned out the Phobia so that Benedetta will have that kind of freedom to basically dash in and out of combat. So it's interesting so far with the drafting. So it just boils down to what kind of marksmen are both teams going to go rely on, or are they going to go for a double fighters, which I'm kind of not. I'm just going to doubt that possibility. So let's see how exactly is Ferox going to draft going forward now.
Yeah. Well, Crown Maki, they have got a damage XP laner, which is, I mean, the Bernadetta is okay at dealing with the X-Borg in lane. She's going to be able to out-rotate. You'll have that nice backline dive potential. And
Yes.
Bernadetta is quite strong at this moment in time. Like you said, the Phovius ban a very clever one. Both teams still have jungle picks to go for. The Guinevere could potentially synergize with the Atlas play, but when it comes to, I'm even thinking maybe a potential YSS in the jungle for the side of Crown Maki.
The YSS would definitely not be better at all. That said, I would wonder if they would opt for a fighter gold lane. I mean, Freya is still up, it's still viable. I'm not sure if they will be interested in that kind of mixture, but as you said, the YSS has that kind of uniqueness. The global vision is absolutely astonishing. You can allow with more advanced macro decision making on that side. So far, it's coming off as a curiosity for me as to wonder what kind of jungle are they going to pick as well with the gold laner on that side.
Yeah. Well, the ban on the Claude made me think that the side of Ferox are looking at picking up the carry early on, or at least picking up the carry. But that's the question: are they going to be going for that? But now they need to worry about the Clint play. But carry into a Clint, is an okay-ish matchup.
I mean, that's true. That's true. I mean, so far, I mean, as far as I know, Clint has that early game potential. The skill one has it can really devastate a lot, and he still has that kind of late game potential as well. If he somehow clocks in on that Sky Piercer to scale it up with the stacks over time. So the Clint's gonna be an interesting mix, but Mincetar really there just to counter Benedetta. That's interesting. Any thoughts on that?
Well, it's only once he gets to the level 4 timing, though. In the first part of the game, and that's only when Benedetta is going to be too aggressive in his face kind of play. I'd say Benedetta will have the better time on the XP lane. Naturally, we should see the swap out. I think it's going to be X-Borg into the jungle. The drafts are quite interesting so far in terms of what they've decided to go for. With the picks, right? There's like just a lot of sort of counter picking. The Lunox play. Okay, look, we know Larry and B, that's a comfort pick for him. He does love the Lunox into this matchup. His summer with the Karina. It's been such a long time that we've seen a Karina being pulled out. And is this really going to be a Munsathar jungle?
Oh, wait, no, wait. Are we actually going to see a Minsita jungle? Both teams haven't. Saboteur hasn't swapped in the battle spell, so it's looking to go into that direction of seeing the Minotaur in the jungle. So it's going to be a very interesting lineup so far. It looks like, yep, that's going to be Minotaur in the jungle role. So this is going to be game 2 so far. The lineups are pretty clean. I will not really contest about that, but the Minotaur in the jungle could give some bit of, I don't know, pressure even. I mean, it could be a counter pick against the Karina, but that does allow some objective control so far. But yeah, that's it for Ferox and Crown Maki as we kick off game 2, as already Ferox has already just won their first game. So if they win this game, it's going to be over for Crown Maki. So will it be that the Crown Maki comes up with a very unprecedented comeback, or will Ferox win this round? So as I send it over to our casters, Scubby and Waylander, as they take us through the following match.
There's the winner. You and White take it.
All right. So, Tuero, let us head into this game. It's all to be decided. Lots of pressure on the shoulders of Crown Maki. Well, we did watch Gascom come back from a pressured game to clutch it out 2-1 in the previous best of 3. But can we see the side of Ferox either close the deal, seal it, or Crown Maki gonna take us into game number 3? It's always that battle for mid lane control, but oh, look at the damage from Lilia. She forces flickers out, revitalize as well. We do know Crown Maki have the stronger mid lane duo in the early part of the game. That will change a little bit as Lunox manages to get the level 4, but you can see Echoes here. He's just waiting for the right moment in time to clear the wave and pressure in Naz with a quick rotation across just to disrupt Munsathar's farm, or at least clear speed. He's not the fastest of junglers, right? And then, having this extra bit of delay when your XP lane makes those rotations can prove to be a little bit problematic. Wave cut from the Bernadetta, as she's trying to make sure that she gets that level 4 timing very quickly, rotating towards the mid lane. Savitar, sensing the danger, wants to provide a bit of extra cover for the mid lane duo, but they have both teams adjusted towards this bot lane side, but the positioning from both MMs just sort of keeping them safe for the most part. I mean, wave equilibrium and management, even on the side lanes, is so incredibly important. But as we can see, Atlas, he's already onto that level 3 timing, the same with the Minotaur. Lilia is really causing some problems. Lunox has reached that level 4 power spike timing. The Eclectic Blades does come out, but there's the drag bracket put onto the Atlas, who gets the reposition. Turtle being pulled. It's down to half HP, but once more Lilia trying to find the best space to do this. Oh, but Munsathar, it's the King's calling into the back. Can he get on the first blood? Yes, he does. It's onto Karina. The chase is on once more. They pick up another. Naz could not escape this damage output, and somehow the side of Ferox with their Munsathar jungle are seeming to make this work. And then doing, what we typically expect. It's the jungle invades coming through as they get that first 2 kills on the board, plus the Turtle. Nice 1k lead. Minotaur with Sakai. He's just spotting out in the jungle, just making sure that he can continue with the disruption, the delay in timing. Atlas doesn't have the level 4, so no fatal links, but there's the Brilliance form coming out. Minoa and Fury knock up onto 2. The blow up around the blue buff with the potential steal as well. Spicy Boy coming across. He steals the blue buff with Clint. He's just poking back Sakai, but Sakai, he wants to steal as much health as he possibly can, survive and to sustain through all of this.
I mean, so far, Ferox really having that kind of discipline. They got the combo locked in. It seems like this Minsato is coming through. I did not expect it, but yeah, it's actually working well in favor of Ferox. This Minotaur, quite a deviant kind of pick, but it's working. So I cannot really contest against that kind of pick.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would have expected that. There's the king's calling, but the hook does not land now. The potential for the turnaround is in there. The Atlas does have the fatal links. He checks back 4. There's the follow-up. Do they get the chase down? Brilliant form from Larry keeps him alive. But it's a 3-for-1 trade-off. Only Spicy Boy. He was trying to get the crossbow tanks. But I mean, this is the thing with the 1-1. She's kind of squishy. So she's not going to be able to get the crossbow tanks off quick enough, especially with like a Lilia close by.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Her only best measure is that hopping she has. That's kind of her biggest mechanic that she relies on the most, really, just to connect all the passive on the opposition side. So it looks like a possible tension rising in. I don't think that Crown Maki has enough efficiency to context, but they are looking for that angle. Seems like there's going to be something happening right now.
Yeah, there's a bit of poke. Brilliance form has been committed by Lunox. There's a 1-1. She's got the crossbow tank. She gets it off. It's gonna take down Atlas as the Lord has been secured. The turtle's been secured by the Mitsutaru. Gets the drag back into the King's Calling. They take out Echoes. The chase is on by Karina, but the Minoan Fury keeps Sakai alive as it's a 3+ turtle trade here around the second turtle of the game. Ferox, 1 foot in the quarterfinals with that play.
Indeed, this is a strong. Basically, they have quite the offensive power. Oh, Sakai really locking onto that turret in, but the engagement is setting in. Oh, that was a close one. Ferox really just trying to delete that tier. That mid lane turret there, but still they have to really play it safe so far, but they have a very decent healthy gold lead so far.
Yeah, that they do. Just like the previous match, they built up the gold lead. They managed to take it all the way through the end, but once more, the King's Calling. It's a mega kill. The hook back. Nobody's getting out of this. Fatal links come through. It's a double for Lunox. Will we see a triple? The triple is going on. Can she get the Maniac? It's Larry. He flickered for this. He gets the Maniac underneath the turret. It's a full team wipe.
Absolute dominance by Ferox Esports. They coming up as just not so much of as underdogs so far. They're really crushing it, devastating Crown Maki with this impressive display. Oh, Savitar with that perfect match, really phrasing on to the spicy man. Could be a counter engage setting in. Well, that's a shutdown by Clint there, but there's a lot of engagement setting in with Lunox, really devastating the opposition. Right. Oh, Fox there. Oh, that's a shutdown by Benedetta, takes out Lunox. That's a very critical kill. Really, Crown Maki coming online. They're taking out critical members on the opposition side.
Yeah, that was. Well, the thing was, like, Clint has been given the opportunity to sort of free farm. If you're taking a look at the gold, he's almost heading towards the 5K mark. Highest gold on his team. Granted, it's still less than the members of Ferox, right? But Clint, as we know, as a marksman, he's a late game scaler. And picking up the Malefic gun already, heading in towards Endless Battle. Just wanted to have that little bit of range to stay a bit safer, which I think is why the Malefic gun was first. They're gonna have to, if the side of Crown Maki, you're gonna have to be patient. You're gonna wait for the Clint's damage to come online, which will be the next few minutes. But there's a Minoan Fury, the knock up underneath the turret. The black shoes comes up from Lilia, but the crossbow tang. It's a double. Is it a triple? Will we see another Maniac? Oh, Larry and B says no Maniac for you. I'm the only one who's allowed to get it in this game. The chase is on the Shadow Assault. It's a shutdown by his summer.
Wow, Ferox is absolute nightmare right now for Crown Maki. I don't think not many people expected this, but they do proc in the top side Holy Shield, so that's a big advantage. Let's see if whether they can actually proc in the mid-tier 3 turret Holy Shield, but doesn't seem like Crown Maki is going to allow that kind of deficiency. So it's gonna appear like right now Ferox is looking for that Lord. It's gonna be probably in just 70 seconds, so that's a long way to go. But right now, Ferox coming off as absolutely dominating. They're really on to set their mark in the quarterfinals so far. I'm not even sure how exactly is Crown Maki going to survive through all this.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. They just need one proper set, but oh, the spot out here as they get the knockup onto Karina. She's taken down the damage output from Lunox. Is scary right now. Atlas trying to find that angle to get the fatal links. The King's Calling has been committed. There's the fatal links. It does land onto everybody, but the crossbow tag. There's this 1-1. She's online. The wave is being pushed in. This should be a base cracked open. They've got the numbers advantage. Can they take this down? I don't know if they've got the minion waves for this, because there's Clint. The minion wave does spawn up. The chase is on. Holy shields taken down everywhere. Bernadette's eclectic blades, but it's not saying hello. Karina with the shadow sword. She gets the shutdown, but it's unstoppable for the Xborg. But okay, that one there. That one there. We're gonna Sakai, I'm sorry, my friend. You know how much I like you. I do. I really do. But we're clipping that there. We're clipping that Minnow and Fury.
Yeah, the Minnow and Fury onto nobody there. Could have been Natalia. So this is gonna be a free Lord by Spicy Man. Really looking to be a strong ending angle by Ferox. They already cracked open the base turret. This could really just be an ending yellow for them, because like Crown Maki has been devastated quite brutally. They are on a 9k gold deficit quite severely, so there is not much defense angle for them. They're gonna have to come up with a miracle, maybe with the Atlas. Really, they have to pull through, because this is an ending, and they reached the end game. Should they lose this, they're out of the tournament. So they have to pull through hard. The Lord is marching through top side. Ooh, the guy into the mix, really with the stomp in, knocks up Nas, and with his summer takes out 1-1. Interesting in. The Lord is marching through right now. A strong ending angle coming into the mix. Diamond really trying to zone out the opposition side, but Sakai there with the stomp up. His summer onto the backline, really gauging in. That's a Marine Fury, and then with the monster kill, takes out one member of the opposition side. And then makes it a double kill, takes out. That's a triple kill. That's a triple kill. Maki is getting devastated hard. Now it's just Brahma, the sole defender of Crown Maki. Could he really pull off a miracle right now as the tsunami of minions are coming in onto the base?
Well, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen, as the Brilliance form coming in from Lunox, and that's a full team wipe. Coming in from Ferox Esports, and that's GG's, as Ferox takes this in a clean sweep fashion. 2-0 over Crown Maki.
They did it 2-0. So now, with this win, Ferox are advancing to the quarterfinals. Crown Maki, really impressive show so far, but they will be going home with $2 of chocolate, as well with Sakai there with the MVP, an impressive display with the Mono period right there at the end, and that is GG to both teams.
Yeah, GG's well played. Ferox Esports being very dominant in the second match. But yeah, viewers, it seems like what you asked for is what you got, because it's Ferox Esports versus Gascom Esports in the quarter-finals. So, in any case, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back same time, same place tomorrow night. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and we will be back with you tomorrow night. From the Waylander Gaming team and crew, it's going to be goodbye and good night.